Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, questioning whether you have the strength to keep going? Maybe you've wondered if you're really cut out for the journey you've chosen, or if the dream you're chasing is just too far out of reach. Have you ever felt like calling it quits? Like the weight of the world is pressing down on your shoulders, and every step forward feels heavier than the last? Like life just keeps throwing punches, and every time you get up, something else knocks you down. It's as if the universe is testing you, seeing how many times you can take a hit and still find the will to rise. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like to stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering if your dream is even worth it anymore. Those quiet moments when doubt creeps in and your mind replays every setback can feel endless. But you're not alone in those moments. But let me tell you a secret. The people you admire, the ones who seem unstoppable, have felt this too. They've faced the same darkness, the same uncertainty. It's not over until I win. That's the mantra that separates those who succeed from those who surrender. It's a promise you make to yourself. A declaration that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. Say it with me. It's not over until I win. Feel the power in those words. Let them echo in your mind every time you're tempted to give up. See, the thing about setbacks is, they're just setups for comebacks. Every time you stumble, you're being given a chance to come back stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Every failure, every rejection, every mistake is just another lesson. Each one is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. They're proof that you're trying, that you're pushing your limits. It's the universe's way of asking, how bad do you really want this? Are you willing to fight for your dream, even when the odds are stacked against you? Think about the greatest stories you've ever heard. The legends, the heroes, the underdogs who defied expectations. They never start with, everything was perfect and easy. No one is inspired by a story where nothing goes wrong. No, the heroes get knocked down. They struggle, they fall. They face moments of doubt, moments when giving up seems like the only option. But here's the difference. They get back up every single time. They refuse to let defeat define them. That's what sets winners apart. Not talent, not luck, but hunger. Grit, the relentless drive to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Refusing to let failure have the final word. Turning every no into a reason to try again, to push harder. I want you to remember something. Obstacles aren't stop signs, they're guidelines. They're reminders that you're on a journey worth taking. If the door closes, try a window. If the window's locked, look for another way in. There's always another way forward, if you're willing to look for it. If the path disappears, make your own trail. Sometimes the road to victory isn't paved. It's carved by those brave enough to keep going. Success isn't about never falling. It's about never staying down. It's about the courage to rise, again and again, no matter how many times you fall. When you feel like giving up, when the world says no, dig deep and say, watch me. Prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. Because victory isn't just for the chosen few, it's for those who choose to persist. It's for those who refuse to let setbacks define their story. You don't have to have all the answers, you just have to have the courage to keep moving forward. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. So next time life tries to write your ending, pick up the pen. Take control of your narrative. Refuse to let anyone else decide your fate. Write your own story. Fill its pages with resilience, with courage, with relentless hope. And make sure the last line reads, I didn't give up, I won. Let your story be one of perseverance, of triumph against the odds, because it's not over until I win. And neither should you. Remember, your victory is waiting, just beyond the moment you refuse to quit.